All right, guys. So today we're going to check out the brand new Alienware Pro Wireless gaming headset or headphones. It's another one of those pairs that a company's trying to come out and say that you can own one pair of headphones and basically use it for everything wirelessly. These do come in priced at $229. So that kind of puts it in the mid to upper range when it comes to gaming headsets. And then it kind of puts it in the same spot when it comes to wireless headphones, because this pair also has noise canceling. It is high res certified. It is wireless using Bluetooth connection, which is Bluetooth 5.3. And then you also get these dongles. You get a USB-C, which pretty much everything to this point has now converted over to this. But for laptops or desktops that don't have this, it does come with a USB-A adapter. So you simply just plug the USB-C into that, and then you can use whatever device wirelessly that way. There's nothing about these that just screams that this is a gaming headset. It's very subtle. Now, it is available in two different colors. I have the gray or black model, but it's also available in white. No flashy RGB lighting. There's no grill this time on the ear cups that, are huge. There's nothing that just stands out other than the Alienware logo is silver. It kind of has a little bit of a reflective look. The branding is just super minimal, but it's a very durable headphone. You can twist it, you can turn it. I am disappointed though that it doesn't fold inward and it doesn't even swivel to kind of lay flat. And I guess it kind of makes sense, as far as kind of cutting down any kind of bending or parts that do that. It's less things that can break. But for a pair that I feel like could also be your on-the-go or portable headphone, I just would like it to have a little bit more portability and at least come with a case, which these don't. Outside of that, it does come with a USB-A to USB-C cable. This is how you would charge the headset. And the battery life on these is very impressive. This is gonna get most people through a week without even needing to think about charging these. Because on a full charge, you can get 75 hours if you're using them in Bluetooth. You can get 70 hours if you're using them with the dongle. And this is also with the noise canceling off. The noise canceling on is gonna bring the battery life down in both modes, so do keep that in mind. And if you happen to pick the headphones up and they are dead, this pair also has a very impressive fast charging feature where a 15-minute charge is going to get you 8 hours of use. So you really never have to kind of worry about battery life with these, so that's a huge plus. Some other features in these, other than the active noise canceling, is they're also using 50mm graphene coated drivers, which I'm gonna say this, these are tuned very, very well, and it's not aimed at just being a gaming headset, but we'll talk about that a little bit more once we get to the sound. Now, one of the first things you would want to do, and this is one thing I can't comment too much on, is you would want to download Alienware's app on your mobile device to be able to kind of fine-tune these, make sure that they're updated. You can go through and adjust a bunch of different EQ options, but because my phone uses Android 14.0, the app is not compatible with that. It's only compatible with older versions of Android, so I wasn't able to actually do a lot of the things that I normally do when it comes to app control. But you can download Alienware's Command Center app or desktop software, which you can put on your PC or your Mac. You basically have the same controls that you would have within the app on your mobile device. So it kind of sucked that I had to go to my computer to be able to do these. But for the most part, I kind of felt like these were just great out of the box. There wasn't really a lot of tuning or anything that I felt that I needed to do to change these. And that's also when it comes down to controls. Now, this kind of sucks, and it kind of shows again that these are made to be a gaming headset first and not that on-the-go Bluetooth headphone to replace everything, because there are no Bluetooth controls on the headphones themselves. You pretty much have to go to your phone or your tablet or whatever you're connected to switch the track, play and pause, like all of that. You can do none of that from the headphones themselves. But you can control the volume using the volume wheel, so there is that. There's a noise canceling button that will switch it between the noise canceling on or noise canceling off or the transparency mode. And let's go ahead and talk about the noise canceling on these, because if you're looking at these to be your main pair of headphones, noise canceling is going to be something that's pretty important. And I think for the most part, the noise canceling is pretty good, especially for this price range. I would not put it up against the Sony or the Bose and all of the top tier noise canceling headphones. I don't think that they are focused on that the most, but I think especially when it comes to lower tones like AC units, engine noises. It does a really good job against that. It's just, if somebody's around you and they're talking, or if you're in a room where a TV's on, any of those higher tones are still going to leak through just as it would, any other regular like noise canceling pair of headphones. Now the transparency mode though, I felt like did a really good job. I was easily able to carry on a conversation, never felt like I had to take these off, which again is a huge plus because this is another feature that these lack on. There's no smart sensors that's gonna pause when you take these off. So when you take them off, your music is still going to be playing. And if you don't have your phone right there with you, you won't be able to pause it. So that in itself kind of sucks. But again, going back to the transparency mode, it's very convenient and does a very good job of being able to hear all of your surroundings. Now moving over to the microphone. Now there's different ways that you can use the mics on these. They do include a removable mic. This is obviously how you would mainly use these if you're going to use them for gaming, but there's also mics built on here if you're going to take a phone call while you're like in Bluetooth mode. So you can have this dongle like plugged into your computer or whatever you're going to have it plugged into, and you can also be connected to your phone via Bluetooth, where if you're gaming and a phone call comes in, or if you're gaming and you just want to listen to music, you can do all of that all at the same time. But if a call does come in and you are using your microphone that you have in for gaming, I'm very impressed with the quality overall. I think, especially for gaming, I don't know if it's going to be considered like broadcast quality or anything like that, but gaming in itself, I think these definitely get the job done. But you guys can be a judge by listening to a test here.
So here is a mic test of me just normally talking into the headset. I am in a quiet room. There's nothing really going on that you would pick up on, but this is just to give you an idea of what it would sound like if you were to be gaming.
So now let's talk about the sound. And again, like I said earlier, these are using 50mm graphene coated drivers. And I was so impressed with the sound quality that these had. Now, yes, they do have that high-res certification, but that doesn't always, tell the whole story about how a pair of headphones sound. These also have Dolby Atmos support. So even with using these on your PC and using that Dolby mode, even that sometimes is just a label on a box, but I'm happy to say that this is one of the best, if not the best, sounding gaming headsets that I've ever tested. And outside of that, the sound quality and the way that these are tuned are so close to the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra headphones that I could easily see just having this one pair and not having to have a pair like the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultras. I think if noise canceling is not like your main priority and you're just really looking for sound quality that you can use for gaming or just whatever type of media and not feel like you're lacking, that's where this pair really stands out. And I think this is what makes this, I would honestly say, one of the best pairs that you can get if you're going to use them for like all different types of media. And I think the fact that it's Alienware is going to scare a lot of people off. They're going to think that, it's just made to be a gaming headset. It's just going to be like overly bass heavy and it's just going to lack in other areas. And honestly, that's just not the case with these at all. The bass definitely has its presence. It is very punchy. It has a nice kick to it, but it feels well controlled. And it also has like a decent amount of space that it never feels like it's just coming in and destroying everything else. And because this is a gaming focused headset, the mids are pulled very forward, and that is a huge plus, especially if you're gonna game. You're gonna hear a lot of like subtle footsteps, you're gonna hear dialogue really well. But where the advantage is to this in music is it pulls vocalists forward. I definitely felt like both male and female vocalists had a nice step or two in front of the music. They never got buried, they never got lost in the mix. Acoustic instruments, different guitars just had a really nice like natural feel to them. And the treble on these are very sharp, very detailed, and they never got harsh. It was never like overly aggressive here. And it just had this really nice balance from lows, mids, and highs, no matter what I was using them for. And then when it comes to the sound stage and the sound imaging, because they didn't let the bass just destroy everything, and because you do have some options, especially within the Dolby Atmos, to kind of open these up, this is a very open sounding pair of headphones, especially for a closed back pair of headphones. Really always kind of left me feeling like I was in a very large room, and I never had any issue with being able to tell where these different sounds were coming from. So my overall opinion is this: if you're just in the market looking for that one pair to do everything and to do everything extremely well. As long as you can look past the fact that you are giving up some features like the smart sensors, you're not going to have that top tier noise canceling. Again, I can't say that it's Sony or Bose level. They do not fold down, so you're kind of losing on portability. I don't worry about durability because I think these can definitely take a beating. But what you are getting is battery life that really you don't ever have to worry about charging them. Sound quality with the high-res certification, and because of the Dolby Atmos and all of these different things, the sound quality is just top tier. This is where these do compare with the much more expensive models. And I just think the overall package that they're offering here, although I do wish that it had a case, just a little more peace of mind, it's really honestly hard to argue at the $229. I think this is definitely a very high value pair of headphones or gaming headset, however you want to look at it. And I do think that probably, within the holiday season, these might even go on sale for $199. And I think at that price, these are an absolute steal. But guys, that's my video on the brand new Alienware Pro wireless gaming headset / everything day-to-day headphones. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.